is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your August 2014 forecast. And, you know, I'm doing things a little bit different this month only because I'm pouring so much energy and hard work into my daily readings, and they're really resonating with me and, you know, my followers. And so I'm not going to put as much hardcore energy into my monthlies as far as into the day-to-day aspects, because I go over them again in the dailies. I am going to talk about all the primary energies that are at play during the month. I'm going to talk about transitions and energies in the month. I'm also going to talk about the houses that they affect. And I'm going to talk about primary days that generate a lot of energy in those months. Those will be things that I will cover every single month moving forward. But it's just not going to be as many days covered. You'll have to watch my dailies in order to see individual days and how they affect you. So Saturn is going to go direct in your 11th house. When Saturn goes direct, it is no longer pulling up the karmic lessons from our past like it was in July in Scorpio, and like it was when it was retrograde in Sagittarius. When Saturn is direct, it has a direct approach to its teachings. So it's not going to go through this roundabout way, you know, of getting you to understand it. It's going to just present direct obstacles in your path if it doesn't agree with what you're doing, because it showed you enough, I don't know, stats and generalities and, you know, things from your past that support its teachings. Now it wants you to really move forward and progress. If you're a person who has learned from all of these Saturn transits that we've been having and all this retrograde energy, then you are going to find that you are not going to be one of those people that are tested anymore, that the obstacles are going to be removed and you are going to be on the benefic side of Saturn, which can be beautiful if you have worked through all of your karmic issues and your issues with others. So it's going to go direct in your 11th house. So this is in your friendship sector, in social networking and marketing media. It's in, you know, it's in your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, your goals, your big, big, big stuff. And so Saturn wants you to go in there and get everything you want. There's going to be a certain amount of networking that's going to happen this month that's going to elevate your life and take you to the next level. There is going to be transformation in this month in areas that you feel that you desire deeply, that falls into the line of your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, your wants, the big stuff. Your career is part of who you are. It definitely motivates you. The material world is definitely how you identify yourself. But I still think that for many of you, there is a transformation starting to happen deep down within and within your soul that's connecting you to other things, not just getting to that next level and not just, you know, being the best at everything and, you know, being in the highest a position. Those are all really, really important things, but I think you want to take all of those things to the next level, and the energies that happen this month, believe it or not, are going to step in and really, really make you progress in some unexpected ways. One of the energies that is really going to help you is Mars is going to go into Leo from being in Cancer on the 8th. And this is wonderful. So for you, this could bring some interactions with enemies. You are the type of person who likes to keep your enemies close because you evaluate them, you study them, you know how they're going to react. But I think that this could bring about some situations with people that you may have met your match with, and that you may have some power struggles, and that you may have a lot of work to do to work harmoniously to get you to that level. You're going to learn very quickly who your friends are, who they weren't, and you're going to be able to transform some of these enemies into friends. It just depends on how well you are progressing in your ascension level and your service of others. Also, a very powerful energy that's going to be happening this month is Jupiter is going to go into Virgo, and this is going to happen in your 9th house. Jupiter is a benefic planet. It is used to bestowing its gifts to you personally. But in this particular energy, when Jupiter goes into Virgo, it goes in and it's in a debilitated state. So it doesn't allow for expansive Jupiter to give for the sake of giving. You have to give based on serving others. So you have to consider the greater good for others. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but the majority of my managers have all been Capricorns. All of them at some point have stabbed me in the back. Every single one. When it comes to working with a Capricorn, I don't trust them. And the reason I say this is because Capricorns will do what it takes to get to the next level, and they don't necessarily like to face their flaws, and they will divert their flaws onto other people, make them accountable. People will agree with it. That person will get fired, and you'll have this Capricorn sitting pretty in its desired position. I've had this happen to me many times. I know people who have worked with Capricorns. We all have the same opinion. So this is going to be, I think this is going to be a thing of the past. I think you will no longer benefit from at the expense of others. I think what's going to start happening, you've been going through so much personal transformation in relationships and with others. I think you're starting to understand the impact that your actions have and the consequences of your actions on others. You have been having this drilled every month into you. And so I don't think this is going to be any big revelation in energy. When Jupiter is sitting in here, the only way that you are going to have some of your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes achieved is by working harmoniously with others to benefit others equally. You got to understand it's not going to be now all about you and all about your goals and your hopes and your dreams. It's going to be, does my hopes, my goals, and my dreams benefit the others, not just in my circle, the people that I work with, the people that I value, the people that I need to get me to those next levels. You are going to be having a talk with Jupiter all for 12 months about this very topic. So be forewarned that you're not going to get away with the same behavior you always have. And you will not only be accountable to others, but others will make you accountable to your poor behavior, and you will need to modify your behavior. That is going to be hammered home for the next year. We have a new moon going into Leo on the 14th. This is a gorgeous and just uplifting new moon. Every new moon we've had has been afflicted. The only way that we had new beginnings was through opposition and endings. There was nothing good about all of these new moons. But now this new moon, guys, is your kind of moon. This is filled with opportunity. This is filled with potential. This is filled with progression. This is filled with passion. This is filled with romance and romantic opportunities and with, loving energy. This is going to put the passion back in the right areas of your life. You are going to feel plugged back in. Again, I think you are transforming. I think you're just going through this major manifestation in your life of becoming this. It's not about idealizing the wants, the needs, and the material possessions anymore. It's about also transforming you from within. And when you do this, you're going to find that you are going to get more blessings, and you are going to have money coming your way more than you can deal with if you learn to base everything in your life on as well as your own needs. It's very, very important for me to communicate that to you. It totally jumps out in this entire thing. If you don't, enemies are going to come up to the surface, and it's going to really start brewing a bunch of inner turmoil inside yourself, and you are going to understand that Jupiter can expand bad things as well as good things. So if you are in a bad place, it's going to expand that dark place, those dark spots in you. It's going to expand those cracks and make you break in those areas. And so if you are working so hard, like all of the Capricorns I've ever met do, all they do is work their little fingers to the bone, trying to provide for others and meet expectations of others, and really trying to get ahead and meet their own expectations, that your mental well-being, your physical well-being is suffering. You're going to be tweaked, and it's going to expand those areas. It's going to make you crack, and it's going to make you melt down in those areas, and it's going to have to make you pull back. Be very careful. I warn you about that. Then on the 29th, we have a full moon in Pisces. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous full moon. It is speaking in beautiful harmony with its ruler, Neptune. So they're up there doing a dance, these energies, and they are just spreading fairy dust. It's a very mystical, magical full moon. I think if you are very intuitive, if you have a connection to energy and a connection to a metaphysical realms, then you are going to find that this full moon is going to expand those sensitivities. It is going to remove any delusion that you have about it. You know, it could show you an enemy. It could show you the darker parts of humanity. The full moon goes in and it sheds a light on the darkest parts of humanity, and so, or human behavior. So you may see some dark behavior. You may see something you don't like. You may have to address it on this full moon. It may bring an ending, but just remember that if it brings an ending, it only makes room for a new beginning. For the most part, I see this as being a lovely moon. You may have incredibly enlightening conversations with others that elevate your thinking and really start working this magical mysticism back into your way of thinking. It will connect you with your spirituality. It'll raise the level of your faith. It's such a beautiful, wise energy. It's a great time to meditate. It's a great time to sleep. You're going to find a lot of answers in this new moon process in the unconscious thoughts, meaning when you're sleeping, when you're napping, when you're meditating, when you're closing your eyes. You may see signs all around you. For you, I think the signs that you're going to see them through are through conversations with people, or you'll just keep running upon the same topic to learn about. That's a sign. If you keep running across it, if you put on a video and it goes to a weird video and it's an eye-opening video, watch everything you can about that, because there's messages that are going to happen this month that are very, very clear if you are watching for those open windows in this enlightenment. This is a gorgeous month. There is magical energy in this month to be had. You are expanding in ways. Not only are you a powerhouse in what you want and how you get it, but you are going to start to become in touch with the realms that you haven't necessarily always had that depth. You were always so focused on getting ahead. You were always so focused on the next level that you needed to achieve. You were always so focused on all of these other things. You may have often forgot about this internal beacon that you have that's going to shine this month, and it's going to give you incredible insight on your purpose, your career path, life path, destiny, your goals. You know, all of you guys want to know, you know, when am I going to get that next promotion? When am I going to, you know, stop being so goal oriented, have faith, have trust that the universe provides, if you do the work, if it's selfless work, if it benefits others, the universe will provide resources, will provide ways for you to move ahead and excel so that you can continue to be the leader that you are destined to be. Have a wonderful and fabulous August, and don't forget to check out my dailies. Again, let's just run over the energies where they are in case you do. So the Sun, Venus, and Mars are all in your 8th house. Saturn is in your 11th house. Jupiter is in your 9th. The new moon is in your 8th. And the full moon is in your 3rd. I look forward to talking to you guys